Hey guys, it's Nick here again from Limited Elements, back again with another video. We're doing another premiere draft of Midnight Hunt. Let's jump right into it. I've been doing a few drafts in between, that's why I didn't post another video for a while. I really tried to get a bit of an understanding for the format, to know what decks are good. If you have played the new set for any length of time, you probably saw that blue-black is by far the most played archetype, and by far the best one at the moment, following by blue-white and probably blue-green. So anything basically that has blue inside and not red. And red-green seems to be like the worst color pair at the moment. So let's see what we open at the moment. Like the rare lands are okay if they're already on your color, but not something that you should ever first pick. Like it's something you pick up at toward the end of the draft if you're in that color. It's still mana fixing. I think the Castaway is the best card. It goes into any of the blue decks. It's a really good card. Following that, I would probably take the Siege Zombie. Just a really good card, really solid one. Or really, I don't know, the Ambusher, I guess, if you're black-red vampires. But definitely we're gonna just first pick the Castaway and see where we can go from there. Here, another interesting pack. Like the Burly Breaker is, I would say, one of the strongest green cards you can have. But green is not really something you want to go immediately into. Audrix Outriders has been kind of underperforming in this set so far, which was really surprising because it looked like a really strong card at the start. Larder Zombie could be good if you go into the blue decks, because surveilling every turn can be really powerful. So I would say, then of course, like Gavin Silversmith is not a bad card in white, but I think like it's between the Burly Breaker and the Larder Zombie, and I really try to go into blue if possible. So I'll just take the Zombie, even though that might not look like a pick that you would make on first glance. Then I would then here it's a couple of really good cards. Seed Zombie, like I said, in blue-black is really good, or just like in any black-based deck. Cathartic Pyre, amazing card. Unfortunately it's in red. In red seems to be at the moment the weakest of the colors, unless you go like the red-white Spell Smatters deck, which we could definitely end up in, and if we do, we will miss this card, but I want to see if the zombies are open at the moment. I mean, if the blue-black is open. So in that case, the Antlers is really good. From red, we still see some good cards, like Sacred Fire is good if you're red-white. The Brigand is a really solid red creature. And Werewolf. Still kind of seeing a lot of reds and not much in blue or black. That would be really okay. In blue we got this, but like in black really does not seem to be that open. So we could just maybe take the burn spell, and maybe instead of going black we could go the blue-red spells deck. I'll just take the burn spell and then we'll see. Wow, this is like the third Sacred Fire already. Wow, that's crazy. And a really late Shadow Beast sighting, that's also a really solid card. Like, I don't think we can be red-white, since we like passed already two of these and passed some other solid red and white cards. So somebody else is definitely going to be these colors and going to be happy about it. We just need to see what else we can be. I kind of like the Shadow Beast sighting, and maybe just go blue-green, splashing something. Ooh, that's a really late Organ Hoarder. Let's see, definitely pick nothing, not much else I like Geist Wave, I like Shadow Beast Sighting, Broodweaver. All okay cards. Probably Geist Wave would be the best, and we're most solidly in blue. Though if we're gonna be exactly blue green, Shadow Beast Sighting is a really solid card. Oh yeah, this is just like blue and green cards wheeling around. Really laced Festival Crasher. That's a really good card if you're like the Spells Matter decks. I think we can take it just kind of to speculate. Like we won't miss the Timberland guy that much, I think. And if red will be the right decision, we will will prefer the Crasher. The Stinger I think is a really good aggressive card. Almost last pick, Holler. Ooh, finally opened the bomb also. Okay, that is definitely what we're gonna picking, it's not even close. Other than that, Rite of Oblivion is a really good card. If you manage to at least play one of the two colors, you can splash it. In the blue-red deck, of course, this is good. This is good in the Vampires. So black-red. Other than that, like all solid cards, nothing that special, but yeah, definitely taking this one, and then we are green-based deck. Then we can actually still not play blue, like we'll see how open blue will be in this pack. A lot of really solid cards. Another Sacred Fire. If we went red-white, we would have like 4 of them. Midnight Hunt is good, but we're not black, and I don't think we're gonna be splashing it. Doesn't look like at the moment, at least. I like the Scab Wrangler and another Castaway, but since we have already one, I would prefer the first Scab Wrangler. And if we're gonna be in red, like Burn the Curse, but I think we want to be blue. Because like this is value replaceable, this is replaceable. Like a few more solid black removal spells. We could be taking one now and then try to prioritize stuff that helps us fix mana. Or we could just take the... we could also take the Danek. We could also splash that guy instead. Really not sure what the pick would be in this case. I think I prefer the removal spell though. Revenge of the Drowned is amazing. So is the Eccentric Farmer, and that would also help us splash our cards. But we still are able to get the Eccentric Farmer usually pretty late. I saw it like almost last pick in the last draft. So I'm pretty sure we can will this one back. So I'll just take the Revenge of the Drowned, because that is definitely not willing. I'll just take another solid 2-drop. I'll take another Revenge, sure. Yeah, some really good white cards coming around. I'll take the other Angler. Here we can take the Contortionist, really good card. Also the Fight spell. Kinda want the Contortionist, I think, more. That's a random 5-drop. I like Silverbolt. It's a nice removal against most of the things in the format. Oops, what did I do? Looked like I just missed a pick for a second. Doesn't look like... No, I don't think I got anything. Oh yeah, I just auto-paid crawl from the cellar. Unfortunately, okay. I don't think there was anything that good in that pack for us anyway. Not playing either of these cards. Or this. We did open an uncolor rare, but we don't have that many good things that we want to copy with it except the rare anyway. So I think I'd rather just take the big flyer that can get stuff into the graveyard for us. This would be nice to help us splash something, but we can wheel that. Well, we did not wheel the farmer from last pack, that's interesting. But definitely we're gonna just take the clear shot, it's a really solid removal spell, we kinda need that. Delver, not very good. Wolf maybe. Not really anything I would want in this pack. I guess we could just take the wolf. Would probably make the deck. I like the Mysterious though. It's a bit of a slow card, but it's kind of a value engine. Slow one, but still not that bad. I think I never tried it actually, I just saw it on the other side of the field so far, but always looked decent enough. Oh, we got one of the farmers still. Probably not gonna play this. Also, probably not playing the larger zombie. It's only good really like in blue-black deck where you have a lot of those decayed tokens that you can't block with, so you might as well use them to tap. So I don't think I'm gonna play the fourth one really, but I don't think I'm playing this either. Need to make one more cut. Let's see, 17 creatures. Another one. Now they're just all willing. We're not playing any of these things, so we'll just take the rare. Another zombie, almost last pick. And we kind of second pick that guy. Okay, so this looks to be the deck. We have a solid spread of creatures. We have a one bomb at least. What can the carriage get back? 2 sightings. The castaway, the 3 anglers. Yeah, okay. And plus it's like just like a big flyer that can sometimes just be enough. 5, 6, 7 2 drops. We don't have really good ways to, that many ways to get Coven, do we? I guess we can, but I think I just cut that guy. We already have enough top end. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, opponent goes first. We'll need a land, preferably a forest, to make the hand really good, but let's give it. Those guys we would have liked to see in the draft also, yeah. I don't think we saw any at all in the draft, but it's a really good card. It helps you mana fix, ramp, can get you back some good strong exile cards with flash from your graveyard. Of course, this guy is also just amazing, even without the werewolf synergies. It's just like a good in any green deck. Just start putting counters on stuff. Like if he has the 4th land now, we just can't block either of these two, because he can put a counter at instant speed on anything. Yeah, that's what we were worried about. Like he could easily just attack with both, like what are we gonna block, and he makes a counter on it. But I guess he wants to play something for 5 then. And we're kinda not getting our lands, which is a problem. Yeah. And now this all flips because we did play in spell. So I think this game is gonna be over really fast. Fortunately, we just really didn't get even our 4th land, let alone our 2nd color. And opponent had a really fast start. And 2 drop, 3 drop, super efficient 5 drop. And they both have trample, so there's no point in blocking them. Yeah, I did not get there, unfortunately. Couldn't draw our 4th land. And even if we did, I think now it would be already too late. The opponent just had too much of a too aggressive of a start. Okay, the first game was over, unfortunately quite fast, but not really that much on our own fault, since we did not manage to draw any lands. And opponent had a really fast curve. But that was already kind of unlikely events to happen. They were just kind of unfortunate. Okay, Gecko, let's see what you got. Yeah, already a much better hand than the first time. We have both of our colors, we have stuff that we can play. We can play more than one thing, I mean. Blue-black, yeah. That's what you're gonna see the most in this set, I think. Those people try to kind of force blue-black if possible. Or they open like a really good rare, maybe on a good uncommon, and just the packs open like that they're able to go into the colors. I've maybe, like for the last 10 drafts I've been, maybe I was blue-black twice or once. Like just super cut, like everybody wants to be doing that right now. We just need our 5th land. We can play the angler from our graveyard anyway. Like, this guy is also just incredible. Like, you will first pick this from the first pack over a lot of rares even. It's just incredible card. Like, it just draws you cards every turn basically. Just really super solid. Now our option is to either play like attack with these two. He will trade one, draw a card. Or we could attack both, he will trade something, but we bounce this guy in response and he doesn't get to draw a card. Or we'll just, the most mana efficient, we'll play the biggest guy we can on the turn. I think I just want to develop the board a bit more. So I'm just gonna play the 5-drop. Another one. I guess now the line that we have is also to just bounce this guy so he doesn't have any good blocks. And then attack with these two. 4/6, and I can still play the angler then. Just make him spend his turn again, drawing the card. Or just get it, basically acting as a removal without him drawing the card because he put it on the bottom. And this is why range with the Drowned is so good. Like, you bounce a creature, like he either has to redraw it and replay it, which depending on where the game is at, it might not be even good anymore. Or he just puts it on the bottom of the deck and you probably will not see it again for the rest of the game. Which means it just acts as an instant speed removal and gives you a 2/2 zombie. What if I just attack with everything? I guess he blocks here, blocks here. No, then he just takes 9. So he needs to block like this guy, for example. And this guy is this. He still takes 5, 6. He could have like the 1 mana bounce, of course. I don't think it can turn out really bad for us, just attacking all. Like, he's already low on life, he doesn't have... He can only play exactly 1 card in with 1 blue, so the Fading Hope, he can bounce something. But he kinda needs to block both of our biggest guys to not just die. Now that, you know, if he bounces this, blocks this, okay, he takes 3 only. But he also gets, loses that guy. Okay. He still goes to 4. And we can just play these 2 again. And now then we have to flyers. Like he's kind of constrained. He has a bunch of cards. We cannot compete with the amount of cards he has in hand. But he's kind of constrained on the amount of mana he has. So he has 6, 7 now. So that's where we can try to punish him by preventing him from playing too many things that are relevant at the same time. I think we just need to attack with the flyers. Like I don't want to trade this guy off for this guy and allowing him to draw a card. He could have the Nebelgast, yeah, which is of course very bad. He just eats one guy for free and takes only 1 damage. But that's really like the optimal draws you can have. Not something we are gonna be playing around that much. Like, I'll just play this for 2, right? And give myself Coven. Like he had to have exactly this card before to not die, and he had this now. Like, of course, this is an uncommon, and this is also an uncommon, so you can't really play around it. Like he will have it for sure. Now we're kind of running out of gas, unfortunately. We don't have Coven because we put a counter on this. Yeah, that's also a very annoying card. We really need to start drawing into something to not just lose. I don't think we can attack really because he can just he'll trade 1 off, draw a card, and we're left up with 1 guy. We need to hope to draw into something relevant. He has 1 card left in the deck. What do we have that the carriage can find? I guess the Castaway, and then we can shuffle back our stuff. Hopefully he doesn't, his last card is not exactly a counterspell. We just need to take that. Man, this guy is just doing work. Now he's gonna tap down the flyer. But we have the Coven also now, so we can start putting counters on stuff. That's also not a bad card. We can tap down the biggest blocker. Let's just shuffle back this. Like I could just tap down these three to tap this, attack with both 6/6s. Since they both have vigilance also. Oops, no. Like the two cards in his hand could still be just lands. Like he drew 9 lands so far. This will just be more and he didn't play them out just to maybe because he has stuff that can cycle. So he wanted to keep them back. So 6 damage, right? We want to kill the hordes. Probably just kill the biggest guy in the flyer. Yeah, I'll have it back. Like, he didn't seem to have a good answer for it the first time. These I guess are both little by themselves already, so I'll just put it on this guy. In the moment he's just dead to the flyers unless he managed to draw something. He did get one draw from the Morbid Opportunist and he got one for the regular draw step. So if he has like a bounce spell or removal. But actually he would need 2 things because we did kill the flyer with the previous combat. Yeah, we got there. He was not able to answer both of the flyers. Okay, we only have blue cards in hand, so drawing only islands is not a problem at the moment. But hopefully it won't be one of those games when you just don't draw your second color for the first 6-7 turns. I like this one. Just play out the one that attacks better, I guess. Ooh, okay, nice one. That's a pretty strong card. Alright, that is also. I think we just play out this guy. We need to find some action. That's good, yeah. If he doesn't have immediately some way to put lands in the graveyard. Do I just put it on top? No, I don't think so. I think we just want to draw a land, hopefully next turn. I think we just put it on the bottom now. We just want to keep hitting our land drops now to play these guys. Yeah, can't do anything about that. He really wants to get this guy flipped, I guess. Like, I would kind of prefer to just play out this guy, but I'm afraid he just has a counterspell. That's the reason he did not cast anything. So if he does, then I just attack with this guy and pump him. If he blocks. If he doesn't block, we could just wait and bounce it back, right? Something on his turn. No, I'm just gonna pump it still. Still not playing anything though. I think I'm gonna try bouncing it in his turn. Or I could just like play out this guy. I'm just gonna try bouncing it now. So if he has counterspell, at least he needs to tap out in his turn to do it. Okay, got rid of that at least. Annoying. Well, if we draw land, we just play the Huntmaster next turn. and might be just good enough. I think we can get in for 3 damage here. He's ready to trade it off. Okay. Okay, I did not expect, but that's also not a problem for us. If you just trade it off for the 1/1 wolf. I guess he can, because he can get it back, but still he traded for 1/1 wolf and his whole turn was used for that. I don't know, okay. Now we just slam this guy down. We have Coven, so this guy can't be blocked by anything small. He just wasted so much time getting this ooze from the graveyard twice, just so he traded first out for a 1/1, and now we're just not doing anything even. Yeah, let's see, he just didn't have anything to do. I feel good about this video. I think it's gonna be a good one. You're fucking impossible sometimes. Yeah, okay, good hand. We have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. The curve goes. Hello. Wow, people have some really sweet looking sleeves. Look, oh my god, it's even animated. Nice. Love it. Just get in for 1, player 2 drop. With this kind of hand, we just kind of want to keep hitting our lands until the 5th land, because we already have something to do every turn of the game. Exactly. I think I'm just gonna play this out still. Add to the board instead of pumping this guy. Okay, interesting. If he tries to eat this guy, we can just bounce it back. We can get him. And if nothing else, I'll just play, if he doesn't block, I'll just play the sentry and draw a card. So for scry 1, sure. Yeah, we'll just bounce it. And got rid of it. Awakeners also can be a huge problem if he has another creature to sack to it. I guess he's worried about the tome. Not sure if that it's that relevant right now, but I also don't mind that he traded it off. I think we're just stacking here. We have no use for the zombie, we don't have any way to sacrifice creatures for additional effects, so we might as well get in for some damage right now. While we can with it. And if he'll trade here, okay, I'll play it as a flyer. If he tries to trade here, I'll just pump it and play another 2 drop. And if he doesn't do anything, I'll just play 2 more creatures, since we don't have our 5th land. Arena's being a bit laggy today. I hope it's not my internet connection. Oh no. Seem to be having some issues with the internet again. I think we had 1 timeout to use, at least. So hopefully it just doesn't just pass the turn. Oh my god, it actually just fucking passed my turn. I'm gonna break something. Yeah, unfortunately we had a bit of connection issues, so we just passed our whole turn, which was really bad. Like we did not attack, we did not play anything else out. Really, I don't know what's happening today with the internet. You still can't sack the Awakener. Fortunately, opponent should have been on a bit less life, and we should have had already these 2 on the board. This is just quite unfortunate. What, still had 3 mana? What, it didn't look like it. I guess it was Arena being Arena. Because it disconnected in between time, it didn't show properly what lands are untapped. Then obviously this attack was really bad. Still, if we manage to draw 6 lands to play the Huntmaster, we are in a, I would say, pretty good position, depending on what he has exactly in the hand. The fact that he's just allowing me to take it here must mean that he has something, so I'm just gonna throw the wolf under the bus. Okay, this is also really good now. Still kind of awkward that we don't have lands to play this and a creature, or at least this guy. But the way the board is now, I'm fine with it. Actually, I think I might just want to develop the board a bit. No, they will flip back, but he's under more pressure than I am right now, so it's more relevant for me to make a day. That's gonna be 6. I could just take it. Since I have a bounce spell in my hand. Ooh, okay, that's what he played. Well, then I guess we just play this guy on an empty board. That, yeah, I did not expect. Good game. Thankfully we still got there even though we were disconnected and we lost our entire turn in between. Okay, let's go back to the next game. We have some few good cards to play. We're not on the play, but it's a good enough hand to keep. This is a rare that this trades off or something, but I kind of doubt it. Whatever 3-drop he plays, it will this will trade with. So I'll just play the card with the bigger power. And if he just doesn't have anything, I just deal 1 more damage. Just nothing. I guess he has like doesn't have a land and he doesn't have the second mana, whichever that is. Yeah, we'll just be the most mana efficient, add to the board, and just try to finish the game before he finds the lands he needs. Yeah, sure. He can't block with the token, so he's probably just dead next turn because we have a removal spell for whatever creature he is able to play, and I doubt that he'll play more than one thing now, even if he has a land. I guess he just drew this because otherwise he would obviously have played it before. Should have just bounced it then. Or played this guy and make this guy fight with it. The best thing would be probably just to play this guy and have him fight it, because it will still kill it. And then if he bounce something, I will still have lethal on board. But thankfully I don't think that mistake is going to be punished this game. Sure. We just bounce it. So whatever he targets, it's still going to be 2 damage at least. Yeah, I got there. Okay, we made a mistake there, but thankfully our opponent was the one being mana screwed this time for a change. And we did manage to get the victory. We're doing good so far. We're what, 3-1, 4-1? The deck seems sweet, like we had decent, yeah, 4-1 already, nice. We had like decent enough cans most of the games. We were not that mana screwed or anything. We were just kind of able to get there. And we not thankfully see any really crazy decks like that are super synergistic. Like you can definitely see in this format, like especially in the, I would say in the blue-black ones, can be just so synergistic they never run out of cards. They just constantly mill something, put something back from the graveyard. They have like flashback, disturb, bounce your stuff, kill your stuff, just constantly have something to do. And for those, it's really kind of hard to. You can't really raise them because they have too much interaction, and you can't outgrind them because they just use every card twice because the disturb and the flashback mechanics. Wow, somebody from gold that we did not see in a while now. Hopefully it's gonna be like a red-green vampire werewolves that we can use the silver bolt on. We're just gonna trade it off if he offers. If he is gonna use a combat trick, okay, otherwise we can just replay him. No third land also. But we kinda do want to keep hitting our land drops. Let's see, we need a forest. I think I'll just pay the biggest creature. Yeah, not another opponent, just mana screwed. This one even worse than the previous one. He did get to his third land, but I think it might just be too little too late by now. I could have used the Silver Bolt to kill it before the blocks, but in case he has some, I don't know, fight effect or something, it's not even gonna work. Rather than just... we could have just bounced it, I guess. He's taking 10. Yeah, we're just gonna bounce it off. And that's it, that's gonna be the game. Nice, 5-1. Really good record so far. Definitely the best one I had in the last few drafts. It's a bit of a combination of having some good luck, which of course you always need in Magic, having our opponents kind of mana screwed. But hey, we lost plenty of games being mana screwed ourselves, so I think it's kind of time already that the fate turns, and we're the ones being able to get the free wins. Nice, 5-1. Already covered the cost for the draft, so now let's see if we can get to the trophy. It would be nice. I think I only got like 2 trophies out of 8 drafts so far, so it would definitely feel good to get it. And I'm back again to playing against platinum players. I guess, like, interestingly enough, you don't play against diamonds, which could also have this kind of a score. But I guess there's just enough people in platinum right now with this kind of scores that it tries to match you with people of the same rank, first of all, and then the same rate. Now our opponent is the one with the turn 2 angler. Huh? How the tides have turned. Don't have a good block there. We can block it next for free next turn with this guy. And here I don't mind really trading off. Right. Yeah, I think so. Free lands. Hopefully he needed those lands. Now we just have a free block on this guy. Okay, now it's starting to start thinking. Kind of like I could attack 4. So how many lands? 3, 4, right? So he can get that back next turn. I kind of don't feel like bouncing this really, just to get in for 2 damage. I think we'll just play the tome out, start drawing some cards with it if we won't have anything else to do. I guess he wants the forest, really? He needs the second green or what? No, okay. That was surprising. Like, I would trade this off, but I don't think he's gonna block. So we're just gonna bounce this back. Right. Like, I'm thinking about doing his upkeep. Because then he's either forced to draw this card or he doesn't see it again. But he might just want to draw it either way. Like, it doesn't really make any difference. If he wants to draw it, it's okay for him, even if I don't think he's upkeep. But I guess he does not. And we need to keep the removal for the flyer. Could do like response bounce his own flyer. Like, I think if we're gonna try to play out this guy, because then to trade off, or we could have just play out this thing. I don't want to take another hit from it, go to 7 already, because then we can just die too fast to a flyer. Yeah, the flyers can be a problem. All the anglers. Okay, this is gonna help us deal with that thing. could like take one more hit and then start, because we want to get to 6 mana to get to this guy. In that case, to keep this up, I can play only one angler. But you can get so many flyers then. We will need an answer for the flyer really fast. The thing is, you can get this guy back, you can play these two back. That I think we just need to take for now and see what we get. I'll try to draw something with the tome. Did get the land, which is good, but like now we can just play this guy because we just lose to the 2 flyers. We can bounce something back. Four or 5, bounce this back, tap down something. And we'll just play out this guy and bounce the spirit, I guess. The thing is, you can just play another flyer. We're already down to 3. Yeah, he just puts it on top, of course. That's his whole win condition right now. This might just be better right now. What can this thing get us back again? I guess an angler and that's it. I mean, Shadow Beast sighting, but that's kind of irrelevant right now. I could play this guy and have something to bounce. I mean, to tap down. Then go to 2, but I'll add a lot more to the board. Then I have block, block, block. Yeah, we just need to start pressuring him also. It's gonna be a race, but a very close one. Okay, got rid of that guy. Tap down the flyer. Gets in for 2. Still doesn't matter. I can dead next turn to any flyer anyway. He's got 3 blockers, right? So he can block 3 biggest things. He takes 3. And then I die to the 2 flyers, regardless. Unless I draw exactly a bounce spell. This doesn't do anything, right? End step, no. No. I mean, I can attack this with these 2. But then he just takes it. It goes to 2. But if I attack with these 2... because if they die, I can get them back as flyers, right? Like this, but then he just blocks this thing and he still will die. Just blocks this, yeah. If I attack even like this, he still blocks like this and this. I think I'm dead regardless of what I do. Because I just can't get the 2 flyers to die. I mean the 2 non-flyers to die. And he's just gonna attack me with them. I can play this guy, it blocks 1 thing, but then I'm just dead to the other flyer. Yeah, that doesn't have reach, does it? No, it does not. The only thing I can do is, I guess, bluff. I have a something. So I need to have like 2 mana up, like I have a Geist Wave. But no, he has 2 attackers, doesn't matter. Yeah, he just got me with the 2 flyers, unfortunately. It was a really close one. We almost got him. Now he's just being an asshole and spamming your go at the end. Like, I think it was a pretty good game. It was super close. We did almost get him. Like, if we got like a bounce spell or something, or I don't know. Like, maybe now it was way too late because he got us with the flyers, but like we were just a little bit off from killing him. Like, he was on what, 2 lives at the end? Like, almost got him there, yeah. Oh well, can't get. It was a good game. Okay, let's see if we can get the next one at least. Yeah, still decent hand, I think. Turn 1 Awakener. Already kind of tired of this sequence, you know. Turn 1 Swamp Awakener. Like, I guess he has that Nebel Gas or what? Just nothing? Okay. Maybe he was just hoping I won't be blocking. Let's just play this guy out. He just bounces off. Just nothing? Okay. I guess you could have a counter spell. Yeah, okay. Gonna be a problem getting through that thing. And he can make it unblockable, then just keep growing this thing. This guy can still block it. I don't have a good answer for the 4/6 unblockable guy. We need to draw something that bounces him or something. Make this a 5/5. And the next turn it's a 6/6 because I have a Coven. But I just want to pump this guy so he is a bit more relevant. I could also put it on the flyer. But if his whole win condition is now getting me with this guy in like in 4 turns. And the problem is that it's kind of working because I don't have any answer for that. I guess killing this takes something off the clock. Adds another turn to it, I think. But if I don't get a bounce spell for it, I'm just still gonna be dead to it. A bit awkward draws, unfortunately. Don't have anything relevant to get back. Pretty much relevant. Need to make it big enough to be able to block the carriage. He's just going so all in on this guy. If I can also just bounce him, but he knows that in blue-green you don't have really good ways of dealing with large creatures. Okay, well, this is one way to get rid of it. I mean, of preventing him from attacking me. Need to pass. Now this is big enough. Do I just tap down this guy also? I guess I do, yeah. I could also just need to start attacking, I guess. This guy can't be blocked by this or this or this. So he still blocks the carriage. I guess this. Am I just dead? Regardless, like if he, let's leave that he could have, of course, a bounce spell or a removal spell, but am I just dead to that? To all the attacks? Probably. I do not check that. That's 1, 2, 3. Take 5 still. Taking 5. Did I miss something? No. Does he have a way to deal me 1 damage? I just tap this 3 to tap this guy, that's 4 unblockable damage. Take block this. And I can just play this guy first. Oh, I should have played a land without. That was a stupid mistake. But okay, now we know that he doesn't have anything, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, I tap this guy. He blocks this guy, he takes... He's not dead. What if I attack with all of them? This needs to block this. This needs to block this. This blocks this to... Yeah, now he's just dead to the attack all. Yeah, he's still dead. It was stupid not playing that land out. I just didn't count how many lands I have, and I could have played around the counter spell, but thankfully that did not matter in this game. Okay, nice. We got the 6 wins ready. We just need one more. Just one more. Just one more. Go first. We don't have the best start, but let's give it. Opponent mulligans. Well, I guess it's a hard keep. Fortunately, we don't have a really amazing start to punish slow draws. We don't have a 1/3 creature. But depending on how bad of a 6 card hand he kept, it could be still good enough. Well, that thing is relevant. Might just not block. He might need it to shape his hand, and he would be afraid of losing it. And if he blocks, it's okay. It was a free attack for us. Now this one is definitely gonna help him draw out of his mulligan. Like, he can just pitch the lands if he has them to draw new cards. Well, opponent, what are you gonna do? Attack into it. I'll trade it off. Okay, like that. Why that guy was a way for him to shape his hand. So interesting that he decided that he does not actually want it. Like, and I can still play this guy back as a flyer, so I also don't mind trading him off. Aggressive vampire deck. I think I just want to play this guy out. I don't want to trade anything off. This guy can either bounce back or preferably kill with a bolt. So he doesn't, and I can do that next turn. Then he doesn't have any good blocks on these two. Now even less. You could have like the frenzy to kill something off easily enough. You can have like the 5 mana, deal 5 to a creature into the player. Didn't have anything at all. What did he keep then? It's obviously not lands because he didn't. He would, or it could be lands. Yeah, it could be. But then why trade off the astronomer if he had a handful of lands? Like that guy could have helped him pitch lands to draw something else. I think we just bounce this guy back. Yeah. Fortunately, it seems like he was a bit screwed with lands, but hey, that's what happens sometimes. I was in the same position plenty of times. What matters is we got to the end. We got 7 wins. We got a trophy. Nice. If you like the video, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe. I'll be appreciating any comments if you have any ideas what I could do better in the future videos to make it more enjoyable for you guys. But most of all, if you enjoy it, that's all that matters. We got 6 packs, so let's see what we got. And let's open the prizes. That's also an important part of it. We got 40 prize packs. I'd rather just leave most of the packs until the end of the set. So, ooh, nice, Ludwig. To the end of the set, so we first draft as much as possible and we just then crack the packs and get a few rares that we're missing by the end. Let's see what we get. Something good. I think that's like, that has to be already the 4th such monster. Like, I opened like, for sure at least 2, if not 3 in drafting. Okay, let's see how many, we have 23 rare. 23 wildcards. Nice for the new standard, getting up there, getting all the relevant rares also. How many we got? 6 prize boosters, right? I think that's like gonna be the last one now. All these lands are good, like in like different decks, and we got here ones. Let's see what we can get. Let's play this guy because I just think it's gonna be more relevant more of the time. We're gonna see it more often in the game. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoy. Have a nice weekend.